Doe?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was—
Shh! But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnagin to secure your position as Lord, you still—
Kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Dahnan rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Tell me, Dohalim, has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Hey! What's got into Alvin and Law all of a sudden? I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them. What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
You heard him. You don't have time to stop and chat. Let's move.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration, to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will. Wow, this place is beautiful!
Yeah. It must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagin. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagin. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower-class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagin and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagin and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagin had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagin was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after, that you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Xion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Have you guys checked your equipment?
Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it.
Damn it! Lenegis soldiers!
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Well, so much for them not wanting to fight.
Hold! I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menencia. I command you.
The rest of the city must be erased.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one. You're mine! Double demon tank!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Double demon fang!
Shield!
Look sharp!
I'll be saving this one!
Going in!
Azure Storm! Dragon!
Its armor's too strong! Be my guest!
Look sharp!
Burn in hell! You're mine! Azure Storm!
Flame! Vanish without a trace! Your dreams!
This one's mine!
Here I come! Damn it, Bennett!
Sparkling stars of light!
That'll bring you down!
You're mine! Azure Storm!
Hurricane strike! Fall back! On guard!
Healing circle!
Strike!
Hurricane strike! Not far enough!
Azure Storm!
Listen up!
Strike!
Firmament
Azure
trigger!
Storm! You're mine!
Flaming meteor!
My shield! Not today!
Healing the fury!
Tiger Politician!
I'll heal you all! Nail
Azure Storm! We're not finished! I owe you one.
Good shot!
Azure Storm!
cascade!
On guard! Do it!
Between heaven and
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big time.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by dope.
Indeed. They seem... And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldier.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop...
Hi, Hoodle!
Azure Storm!
Annihilation! Shining supernova! Raging cascade! These ones can run rings around us!
Fire flame! Hurricane
Raging
strike!
cascade!
Dragon Swarm!
Corruption! A chain between heaven and earth!
Too fast!
Inferno!
Stand back.
Whirling
I'll trip it up.
Here!
Azure Storm!
Now!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
By the power of flame!
My turn!
Vanish without a trace!
Azure Storm! It's on! Azure
All
Storm!
disasters may
Hurricane
never
strike!
watch!
Not a chance!
Going in!
Soaring
Firmament
like
render!
fear!
On guard!
Arrows
Where
fall!
are you going? Look sharp!
Take this!
Make it rain!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Let's dispose of the trash. Violent darting wind. Carve arrow through all! Hurricane strike! A whirling
It's time to cross blades!
I
owe you one.
Place on fire!
Azure Storm!
It's doing power up! Water! More without annihilation! Water radiant
I'll
light!
smash you!
Here!
Piercing
In a
roll!
vine?
Azure Storm!
Going in!
Healing circle!
Burn!
Thanks! Just what
Maximum burn!
a chain between
Azure
heaven and
Piercing
earth!
roll!
Azure
Whirling
Storm!
empty
Going
light!
in!
Dragon
Set it
Swarm!
on Aqua! Annihilation!
Azure Storm! Azure Storm!
Here's a healing arc!
Hurricane strike!
Chain between heaven and
Azure
earth!
Storm!
A wailing banshee of lightning! Sealed!
Azure Storm!
This one's mine! Vanish without a trace! Hit! More where that came from!
Azure Storm!
Explosion! In here!
Hurricane strike! I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Azure Storm!
Here, let me help!
Lightning orb!
Ready for Not today!
Cascade!
Azure Storm!
Chain between heaven and earth!
Leave
A
the
wailing
charges to
banshee
me!
of lightning!
Azure Storm!
Sleep now. I'll be saving this one.
An outstanding effect.
You're mine!
Not on my watch.
Azure Storm!
Jasmine
Here's
Spin!
more where that came from.
Piercing
Go
roar!
get
Azure
him.
Storm!
Raging cascade.
Hurricane power up!
Magna ray. I'm all stuffed
Azure
up.
Storm! It's on!
Flame. Vanish without a trace.
Azure Storm!
Is this it?
Lightning orb.
You have to hold on!
Raging cascade. Explosion.
Going in!
Sleep now.
Hurricane
Take
strike!
this!
More for the sun.
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
I owe you one.
I'll heal you
Azure
all.
Storm!
This one's mine!
Lightning orb.
Azure Storm!
Raging
Glacial
cascade.
Fire!
Tiger blade.
Azure
Let me
Storm!
have an
Let the marksman handle this.
A wailing banshee of lightning.
Azure Storm!
On guard!
Sealed.
By the
I'll
power
take it.
where are you going?
Azure Storm!
This one's mine!
Confiscated.
Azure Storm!
An outstanding effect!
Azure Storm!
Lightning orb.
I'm taking too much damage!
Hot flash.
Burn in hell!
Lightning orb.
Azure Storm!
I owe you one for that. Make it rain!
Sealed. Xion, astral energy. Full throttle.
Remember to tell me if you need healing.
I expect you'll be in high demand if that's the case.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Azure Storm!
Chain between heaven and earth.
Double Demon Fang!
A wailing banshee of lightning. I can't let the hatred consume me.
Azure Storm!
Here goes. Go get him.
This one's
Here I
mine!
come!
Raging cascade. And
Azure
here.
Storm!
More for the stockpile. All
Azure
disaster.
Storm!
Come for the helix of purity. Glacial
Azure
spear.
Storm!
Here's evil.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
Double Demon Fang!
Not on my watch.
It's go time! I can carve through armor!
Azure Storm!
I'm chained between
No
heaven and
further.
earth.
Do it!
Take this!
Xion, astral energy. Full throttle.
Azure
Between
Storm!
heaven and earth.
Azure Storm!
A wailing
Azure
banshee of
Storm!
lightning.
Miss him! Here I come!
Sealed.
The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
Well done!
We're not finished!
Azure Storm!
Together.
Azure Storm!
Photon, raging cascade. Friend. Chain between heaven and earth to the shadows. A wailing
Azure
banshee
Storm!
of lightning. Sealed.
Oh, Holy!
All yours, Kisara.
I feel sprightlier than before.